Hi YouTube, how are you doing? I'm doing okay. Um, I've been a little quiet lately. It's not for myself. I've told people before, whether you get this part or not, but being raised in chaos and having that around me on a daily basis, I don't need quiet time to commune with God. I operate a little different. My silence here was for other people that need to realize something they're not quite getting, but they might be getting it now. But like I say, this hiatus wasn't for me, it was for you. So, um, I'm not on here to explain myself to anybody. Oh shit. I'm talking to people that can relate to that. I'm not searching for or wishing upon or changing anything. See, that's kind of what my topic is today. I've been called dangerous because I can change systems of things. I'm only dangerous if you're dishonest. There's nothing, absolutely nothing dangerous about me. And it just didn't just happen. And it wasn't because I used to be sweet and now I'm not. I have not changed. I put my efforts towards what a person needs when they need it or instructions from my maker. And that's what I go on. Whatever it appears like to somebody else or ever has, I don't care. I really don't. So don't get it twisted. Um, I've been at this. I'm not learning lessons. I'm here to implement them, and I always have been. Finally, somebody gets it and thanked me for giving them the time to get up to speed. I'm talking about a younger person that is just now um, reading my backstory that's actually documented and is realizing that I've always been here. I've just been biding my time and giving people chances that they don't deserve, but I was instructed to give them chances. So, yeah, don't twist me into your ball of confusion. Just what I'm typically in. Well, what I really want people to know is I'm not just being attacked or wasn't attacked spiritually or financially, or it's a physical thing almost all the time. It's not just the weight of what I carry or what I do. The warrior in me has never been vanquished. Never. And I've never changed. I can be 1 second happy as lark and you piss me off and you're going to see another person that you didn't even know was there because I'm so chill if you leave me the fuck alone. That's what people don't understand. I don't need a sign on my head saying lethal, do not mess with this person. you know, but I'm glad people have made it through their spiritual, financial, and people are like, it's not like it's because of a car accident. Hello. I was in car accidents that were set up to take me out. You don't know what you're talking about. Your life is not my life. When I say daily physical assaults, I'm not kidding. You think I am? One way or another, you wouldn't even believe it. But I just told you, you better believe it. I'm doing something you can't handle. Just get a grip on that part right now. You either honor it or you dishonor it. In between with your ego, I don't give a fuck. You got that part? Hope you do. Like I said, I'm not learning my lessons. I know what I needed to know when I was a child, and I had a life to live in between then and now. And what it looked like to anybody else, I could care less. I have never changed. That just needed to be said because the physical part of what I've done, and I've actually bled for people, isn't something other people were willing to do or couldn't do. Yeah. And I've always been a part of a certain aspect of espionage towards the dark cabal that wants to harm people. So wherever you fit in, or if you fit into that scenario, then you're truly a part of my family. Here's to you. Cheers. I'm not listening to God when I'm quiet. I'm talking to everybody. I'm just letting you see my face when I get on here. I'm not doing anything else. I'm not trying to attract nobody's nothing or nothing. Like if a younger person is calling people baby out here, don't worry. I'm not etherically taking you to bed. You have no concerns about that. My heart's been for only one my entire existence. So, and even Doug knows that. My ex knew that. Everybody does. So don't get let your ego with me personally being an older woman. I hate fucking cougars and I hate old men that leer at younger women or kids or God forbid. Ooh, don't get me started. you know? So if you say something and you're attracting your age group, cool for you. And I think it's cute, it's sweet. If it endears me to your heart, but if you think it's endearing me to something else, it never would have even in my younger days. I don't operate like that. So I didn't just get engaged or married to people that didn't know what was going on. They knew full well what I do, and I gave them the chance to step up and stop the harm they're doing in the world, and they failed. Many of them, most of them, not all of them. Well, I mean, I haven't been married to all of them, you know, but yeah. I think caught what I meant. It has nothing to do with marriage. The people that I've encountered in my life that I've given that space to do what they need to do to raise above their chaos. Oh, I can create chaos. I have no problem with that. I learned from the best, the very best, not second best or third best. Or no, I'm talking the masters of chaos. So if I want to lay something heavy on somebody, it's just like when I talk. One sentence, I can lay you out for the rest of your life with my words, you know? So I'm not just learning how to do something or be someone I've always been, you know? I wasn't really hiding nothing. I don't ever hide anything from anybody. It's like when I met Doug. I told him I'm just going to be the biggest bitch you ever saw in your life, to leave no room for question about what you're getting into if you fuck with me. Absolutely leaving no open door or escape in that area. And I mean, I didn't just put it like that, but basically that's what the agreement was like. This is you, this is me, and we're either going to get this together as human beings and help this world be a healthier place, or you're going to be buried. And I don't mean just buried so you can resurrect again. I mean fucking buried, you know? And that's what the dark cabal deserves, because they're still not admitting the truth. Faced with it daily. Like I was talking this morning, well, you want to know why Satan is Satan? It wasn't out of jealousy or, no, it's a part of God that got assassinated. That these lies that have been out there is a Mr. and Mrs. God that they tried to take out and then resurrect and use for that energy. I hope that's clear. The great red dragon. Mm, So anyway, and there's one that came out of the sea too. That's not the same one. That's the one you would refer to as Jesus. That's the one that actually um, hates people, especially little people. The jealousy is just overwhelming at times. My struggles have not been your struggles, and you don't really know. You don't know. They've been physical too. I'm strong because of, yeah, what I've gone through. You couldn't handle. That's why. It's not because I changed or I waited or I listened or I obeyed. Yeah, all of that because I grew, but I was laying in my crib devising things I had no words for, and my mind hasn't stopped yet. I was born knowing myself and who I loved and what I was doing here. I had to wait for other people to realize what I actually really did know. The Jesuits knew, Freemasons knew. When they get me in a room and they were showing me these white papers and all these agendas and languages, schematics for blue beams and all I found the viruses. Got in some trouble for that. After that, they didn't know what to do with me, but they tried to eliminate me. And when that didn't work several times, they got really scared. And other people that are God loving people and obeys that gentler spirit has not been sacrificed in a ritual like the shit I've been through. So please don't tell me it's only spiritual or no, it's been car accidents, it's been all kinds of things that I can name. 2 car accidents, three car accidents, meaning one drove off a mountain intentionally. Yeah. How did I survive? Power of my mind. The first one, when I was 17, I did pull my spinal cord and I wasn't ever supposed to walk again. The car went up a mountain, flipped sideways, rolled about 4 or 5 times, and then scooted along about 150 yards, smashed the top. There was this, me and some other kids, um, and the driver was older of this family of kids, and we were going to this one. Well, it was called Fort Peck Dam, and they had like a recreation area and swimming, and we didn't make it there. But I took Barbie, my friend next to me, younger friend, and I shoved her on the floor when we first started going up that embankment and saved her. And all the kids in the back, they were littler, they were sleeping. And that probably, and my dog flew out the window. I had to go get him later at the fire department after I got out of the hospital. I thought he was dead the whole time, my Irish setter, Dandy McBarker. So, yeah, long story. But no, it has not just been um, spiritual attacks or, no, this shit's gotten physical. This has gotten into um, mono, mono, uh, men against me, trying to take me out. Martial artists, boxers, army dudes, police dudes, Navy dudes, Marines. You have no clue. No, it's not just a spiritual attack I've been through. I am a game warrior, and I always have been. And yeah, it hurts. So don't think this is just a spiritual thing, or I'm just learning something, or I'm just now close to God. No, it's called alignment because of the stars. This is the time is up for other people, not me coming into something or realizing something about myself. No, you're just realizing who I am, not me, you know? And my patience with people was for that's the grace I gave people um that are playing on the same team. That grace is not extended to everybody and it never has been. I wasn't like shy or sweet or I'm as sweet as can be. I'm the sweetest person you'll ever meet, usually. So that's why I say don't paint me with your brush, you know? Here's one for you. A lot of people think that we're fractals of God. Are we? Am I a fractal of God? Does God have a soul? Or does the demiurge have a soul? He's the soul of his offsprings. People call him soul or source. It's not my source. I stick with the original plan, not this earthbound one. you know? So I just told you the mystery of the whole thing. God's got a wife. He got pissed because we were resurrected by clown, and now the clown's going to pay for his tomfoolery. And what else do we have to do until that day? You know, might as well keep busy and expose the system and tear it down so people can live free in the truth. So you'll find out. Fear does not enter the equation um, even against God. I don't see a lot of people try to put me down because I don't fear God, fear of God. Oh, poor things. I don't care. And I don't care to fear. If you put fear in me, if I feel one speck of that shit enter my life by a human being, you're going to back up when I come towards you. I guarantee that. So, no, I just didn't get brave all of a sudden. I was trained as a warrior when I was little, and I walked into it fearless, not brain dead, fearless because of my mission. So when people are making these videos and they're well meaning, saying you're this or you're that, or your sweetness was just a cover, mm, well, it's a covering until you pull my blankets back and it's cold. Then you'll find out that you should have left my covers on. Anybody's like that. That's a normal reaction. If you get enough push, you'll push back. That's what's going on now. The time to push back. But I'm not alone anymore. I've actually never been alone. But yeah, seclusion and being excluded, and that, if you think that you're doing that for God, you're doing that for the dark. You're doing it for the demiurge, them urges you get to do what isn't normal. Yeah, that's who you're doing. You're protecting yourself. You're not protecting me or anybody else. That's a part of your cowardness that you're not admitting. I've faced the biggest monsters on this planet. So can you. I did it first. If you want to call that a blueprint, no, it's not a blueprint. You cannot handle what I go through. So be grateful that somebody took that mission on, and don't glorify it, and don't belittle it, and don't demean me. That's about as dishonorable as you can. It's disrespectful. Flat out disrespectful. Don't make excuses for, oh, it was the quiet time that you needed. No, if I have quiet time, it's so you can hear my heart, not so I can hear God's that I carry, because He doesn't need it right now. It's like, here, hold my beer. I got business to do. If you think that's a joke, better think again. So, anyway, it's all true. So I've just been waiting and watching videos, and like I say, I really believe people are well-meaning, but their egos and their fear gets in the way. You can't have fear in this war. You have to be willing to be physically hurt. It's not just a spiritual war with the principalities of the air. I fucking hate that shit. That spirit you're listening to is a part of the, what is it called, the Aurora Bora or Aurora Borealis, eating its own tail. That's that soul, that source on this planet. You're either a part of that conglomeration, and then you are a fractal of what that is. God doesn't have a soul. Why would God need a soul? He's the baker and the candlestick maker. Doesn't make him a candle. So he's connected to everything and everybody. Yeah, so is my kid. I don't like my kid. you know? Like I say, just because I was a baker doesn't mean I'm that loaf of bread. Or if I paint a picture, I'm not the picture. I'm the artist of that picture. So back to that being dangerous. I'm only dangerous to the dishonest. And yeah, I've been protected and covered up to a certain point, but nothing in the physical. Nothing. And that's the painful part that people aren't willing to admit what I actually went through for other people. That's the dishonest part of the whole thing. That's why God's angry for that lack of honor and recognition for what he actually gave as an opportunity to free will. That's something we're both really big on. Do whatever you want to do. There's consequences for everything. So, like I say, my silence isn't for my benefit at all. I'm either reloading or recalibrating, or I don't really need to scheme or strategize. That's happened when I was a child. I planned things. I was thinking of mechanical and electronical things. I got um like junior mechanics and different things. Um I've been into sciences all my life that most kids don't even touch it when they get to be adults, let alone when they're little people. I was raised different than what you think. Not just in chaos, but a training that makes boot camp look like they're still wearing diapers. Oh, I'm not kidding. So, like I say, my silence isn't for me to hear God. I'm perfectly aligned, and I always have been. I've just been giving people that space to catch up if that's what their intent is, because I was here to pull the heart of God out of this world that is not worthy. If that doesn't give you chills, I don't know what will, because I carry that heart. That's why I don't fear God, because I was made just like Him, and I was with Him before we were made on this planet. So why would I fear, and why would I change, and why would I be somebody or just wake up to who I've always been? I'm nice if you deserve it. That's the bottom line. And I'm only dangerous to liars. Is that clear? I think so. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to get this uploaded. I just really wanted to make that clear. I mean, I don't want to call people out and just get on their channels and say, you're absolutely wrong about me. And especially, I mean, I wouldn't expect another woman to really have that understanding of the flesh that put them on this planet, or a man for that matter. And I'm not really into tearing down anybody's ego just for sport, because I could slay people in an instant, and you really never would recover if I went there. But I don't do that. So I tried to find words here that'll bring you to the understanding that I was born knowing that there was a Mr. and a Mrs. God. And this world's going to wake up to that fact of who they tried to control and for what reasons, and how they hurt children on this planet, and we're going to put a stop to it. It's not just the children, sure, it's the messed up adults too, but they have always had that spirit in them, the true word written on their hearts, that they know what is right or wrong. I mean, these times of confusion, it's hard to bear, but you're going to find out that the true satanic force, the dark force, is not who you call Satan. It's who you call Christ. And that's who came first. If he straightens up, he's got a chance to help his offsprings, the evildoers and the manipulators and people that think they're controllers. Ooh, I'd like to see you try and control me like I ever was. Nothing is free, and nothing that's been done to me they've never gotten away with it. Never. So if you're doing something stupid, you better re-examine, because there's a price to pay. That's my warning for today. So dangerous? No, you're dangerous to yourself. My children will be destroyed from lack of knowledge. Wasn't that in the red letter Bible? Sure was. So, anyway, everybody, have a really good night or day wherever you're at. Peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA.